What's going on, stoners? Today's a busy day for me. I'm over at the garage checking on the mutant plant that we have going on, which is looking fantastic, by the way. And then after that, I need to head back over to the studio and harvest the super menthol haze that is inside of the 3x3. So it's a busy day for me. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's go. Holy, it's very hot outside. It's 81 degrees already in Southwest Ohio. So today is going to be a scorcher. Bright sunny, not a cloud in the sky, super hot. Just about time. We just had about a week of rain and it was horrendous. But we made it through. Now, time to move on. And it might be a little bit loud in this room. I have the AC going to cool this bad boy off. Now over here, the Mars Hydro corner, things are looking great. We've got our auto flowers right here, which are going to be going into a different system very, very soon, within the next couple of days or so. These are in the Mars Hydro plant stand, looking great. The 2x4 tent has been doing fantastic. Our auto watering system that the room is set up on has been doing great. Here, let's check these out. Wow. Unbelievable. That is so crazy looking to me. Wow. It looks so cool. Looks way different than any plant that I've had before. I've had some fern plants, but that ain't even in the same ballpark. This is very, very cool to see. I'm glad one of them finally decided to do it. This one has some mutations as well, which are very interesting. We will see how these turn out. These might be fire or they might be absolute duds, but we will find out. This one looks so uniform and symmetric, it's absolutely crazy. It looks so cool. The node stacking is perfect. I am going to come in here and top these today. I do want them to bush out a little bit more than what they already are. We need some underneath growth to start happening and catch up to the top. This is going to be an interesting grow for sure. Now, there's not too much to go on in this week's episode on this tent. Just a little bit of defoliation and we're going to top them. But today's main video, well, where we're going to spend most of our time today, is harvesting the super menthol haze. That looks absolutely amazing over at the studio. We got a lot of work to do over there, so I better get to knocking this out. I've got my snips. It's time to go ahead and top both of these ladies right here. Nothing to it. You just want to cut off wherever you're comfortable cutting at. You don't have to cut at any particular point. Some people only do the very top. Some people like to go down a few nodes. It's wherever you want the growth of your plant to be at. Everything involving these plants is preference. It's how you like it. Do you want your plants to be big? Do you want them to be bushy? Do you want them to, do this or that? That's all this stuff is. It's just figuring out what works for you and continue to do it. Me, I like to try a lot of new things so that I can see what works and give everybody else an idea of what can be done. I'm going to go ahead and top it and stop yapping. Here's the top of our plant. Looking beautiful. You can see we have growth going on in between. So I think that is where we're going to top it. Just like that. Nothing to it. You're just cutting off whatever you feel comfortable cutting off. I'm going to go at the very top, give everything underneath a chance to catch up. You can see we already have a lot of underneath stuff starting to make its way. This is going to help it out tremendously. Same thing with this plant. You can see the growth we have going on. I'm just going to come in here and cut the very top off. That's it. I think I'm going to remove a couple leaves from here as well as defoliate that just a little bit so that we can make sure this underneath stuff's not getting blocked by like this leaf right here. So I'm going to go ahead, snip it off. I'm going to snip a couple of these off and I'll show you what it looks like after I'm completely done. Quite the defoliation. I did do a bit of a heavy defoliation here to start. Got rid of a lot of the underneath. They were blocking a lot of stuff going on. You can see we have a lot of branching out going on this one. So now all of this is going to get light from every which way. So it's going to do a lot better now. I did leave the 2 top solar panels. This is going to be great. Same thing with this one. I got rid of a lot of underneath stuff that was blocking all of this, which is why we don't have a lot of underneath growth like we have on this one. Just because these leaves didn't allow a lot of light to go through. I think that's going to be a benefit with these fern style leaves, is they allow light to penetrate through them. So you do get like a dappled light underneath the canopy itself, as opposed to these that just straight up block the light out. So I got rid of them, but I did keep the 2 top solar panels. Or actually the top 4 here. I did leave these 2 small ones. The same with this one as well. But I did leave the 2 big solar panels there to absorb a lot of light so we can get some photosynthesis going, so that we can convert some sugars and so we can actually get some growth here. And you might be wondering, yes, this system is working fantastic. No leaks. No issues whatsoever. We're still full. It has kept this continuously filled up. It's been about 8 days since I put these on the system right here, and you can, yeah, you definitely know they're not dry. Beautiful color. Nice, beautiful green growth. This is what I like to see. Can't wait to see how these turn out. Follow along if you're interested. Now that we checked those out, let's go ahead and head over to the studio and start harvesting the Super Menthol Haze. Take a look at that result. Absolutely fantastic. The trellis net worked great for us in this particular run. Gave us the best chance of an even canopy. And look at all these nice big flower sites. Very dense. Very colorful. Got some pinks going on. We've got an overwhelming amount of yellow going on, a lot of chlorosis. That's what these particular ones do. The entire leaf turns chlorosis, turns yellow, and then necrosis sets in and the leaf wants to die. But the good part about this kind of a fade is they just pluck out. I mean, you could blow on them and they'll pluck out. That's the good part about this particular fade out. Let's see if we can, like right here, really bright, just falls out. Makes it really, really, really easy when you're doing a wet trim before you're sticking your flower in any kind of a dry system like the iControl system, which these ladies will be going into. These are going into that iControl system, which has been working fantastic for me. Have no complaints. You can see how easy the leaves just come out. So easy. These are two beautiful plants, Super Menthol Haze, and it's harvest day. We're going to go ahead and chop them down. It's been about 8 days since you've seen them the last time, and they're ready to come down. They're very dense. We've dropped the humidity down as low as we can get it. We've had a few days of rain here, so before the humidity jumps up and there could be any kind of an issue going on in this grow environment, we're going to go ahead and chop them. Plus they're ready anyways. So let's get after it. This is going to take a minute. I'm guessing about the 2-hour mark, but has to be done, so I need to do it. The plan is to just basically do like I have been doing, take them down in sections, branch by branch most likely, do a really quick wet trim, and get the flowers off the stems and put them in the iControl system. Should be great. I think we're going to let this one go for a 14-day cycle in the iControl system, just to see how much better it is with the longer dry. Should be just, should be a nice little experiment to run with that. I know how it is. I've ran a few of them in the normal one that I like to do. I like to do 5 days dry, 5 days cure, and then have my store, at about a 60-60. But I've since, tried to mess with some other things, some other parameters. So maybe we'll try this out. I'm going to get to harvesting these two beautiful ladies right here. And I'll let you watch a little bit of it. I'm not going to put you on a 2-hour time lapse. Obviously, that would be crazy. But I'll let you watch a little bit of it. I am exhausted. This took me about 3.5 hours to do. I thought this would take about 2. However, It didn't. There is a lot more here than I anticipated. I cannot wait to see the final result weight of these two girls right here. Holy. These plants definitely had some weight on them. Those are rock solid. Probably one of the most rock solid I've had. That's amazing. I can't even talk. I'm so tired. That being said, these buds right here are going to sit in this spot for about 5 hours, 6 hours or so I can get me a nice good nap, go to sleep, wake up, head back over to the garage. That way I can put these into the iControl system. That way they can start their 14-day dry cycle, or 14-day dry, whatever the fuck it is. That way they can start their 14-day dry cure cycle. We're going to do a little bit of an extra long cure on this one. Not extra long, but a longer cure on this one. See the results from it. The smell of this is out of this world. Unbelievable. It filled this entire trim bin up. Oh, my back is on fire. That being said, successful harvest. So shout out to Mars Hydro for sponsoring this grow series and this video. Your equipment has been working great. That FC3000 definitely helped out with the density of these beautiful flowers right here. I cannot wait. So if you want to check out anything from Mars Hydro, head over to marshydro.com. You could use code STONED over there, save yourself a little bit of money. We got the discount code changed. So the discount code at Mars Hydro now is STONED. That'll save you a little bit of money over there. Helps out the channel. Doesn't cost you anything. Links for Mars Hydro will also be in this video's description, as usual. You could also head over to the Patreon, patreon.com/StoneBarrington. It helps out the channel. You can get 3D printed files over there in case you have a 3D printer. But all of that same old stuff. I'm too tired to go into all that. If you like this video, you found it entertaining, hit the like button, consider subscribing. We have a bunch of stuff going on. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.